Welcome to TradeNBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 12th of July. Well, coming off Friday's move, we dipped just a fraction below the ABM yellow, hit the magenta, then once we got back above it, it was a clear ride back to the top. And again, no surprise because we're looking at this NBI white when it's down at these levels. Nothing but long status from within that. We also had short-term, mid-term buyers popping into it, buying up the dip, and brought it all the way back up. And the NQ, of course, has been even stronger. That overbought is not necessarily overbought because there are plenty of new buyers. And that's where, again, we talked about it before, oscillator techniques and things like that just can't comprehend and stick with an evaluation that gives a more substantive reading because they'll reset only after there's been a decline, and that's going to be after we've already seen a signal. Gold, again, still basing off its bottoms. It's got problems with that rising there, and that's just because the inflation argument, while it's real, there's been a significant increase in the price tag of gold anyway, which has already been there. The question whether it was going to become a hyperinflation or not is still up for debate, and it really depends on economic activity and with various restrictions and things that have been going on. Who knows how long if things were going so well economically, you wouldn't need all of the government assistance that's still taking place. So it begs the question, as much as you see reopenings and stuff like that, is it sustainable without, trillion-dollar deficits? From a euro standpoint, again, down at the bottom levels, this is the best possible scenario for an increase. You've had no steel reset in a while, though, so it's unlikely that it's going to be sustained for a long period unless that green can get over cyan right here. It hasn't happened yet. We're just coming off that really negative shakeout, so likely those trade across when we have that kind of scenario for a little while. Of course, Bitcoin back to our famous 34, and every time it hits there, just needs a little bit of resistance. So it's been pretty much stabilizing. There are various reasons for why this is taking place, but the fact that more players are getting into the space as an alternative to commodities just puts it more under the control of stabilizing forces. That's not a bad thing, I don't think, but it may limit that exponential price growth that people are so used to. Here was intraday, so we had the brief dip, and that NBI that came in through there, and we had the white pop above, but as soon as it did, you also still had magenta over the 33, and then as soon as it pivots up, which literally took place right there, it was nonstop. Now, we did put in a positive extreme, right at that 43.25 level, and then again, a series of them just slightly above that, and then the last one was just a little bit higher right here at 48. But sure enough, as soon as post-market opened up, you can see we had the white popping above, magenta, and that all dipped, and that gave us a return of the fill of the positive extreme and also moved to the 0%. Satisfied that. Boom, boom, really quick. So clean and easy. As always, though, I will certainly update any unique subs and chart configurations that pop up on the Skype chat. As always, though, trade well. We'll talk to you then.